Good morning, and welcome to the Teacher's Wake-Up Call on what is, I don't want to say the weirdest week ever, because there have been some weird weeks, but for me, this has been the weirdest week in a long time. So, okay, I have to give you some context because in the province of Quebec, we celebrate Easter, despite the government insisting that we're a secular society, but you know. So we have Good Friday and Easter Monday off. Now, on top of that, our school board gives a compensation day to teachers on the Tuesday after Easter Monday. And basically what it is that if you work a certain number of evenings, like graduation, open house, like certain events like that, you get a compensation day. I need coffee. So basically, we had 5 days off, okay? Because, you know, Easter, hey, all right. So, you know, and even those people who don't celebrate Easter, it's like 5 days off. It's like, it's another spring break, awesome. But now, this is where things get interesting. So, I'm back at school on Wednesday. Yay, feels like a Monday, but it's a Wednesday, you know, like, love it when weekdays act in that, you know, those mysterious ways. And I was supposed to have a day allotted to a project, so I was being released to work on a project, and no, it was a snow day. So I wasn't supposed to be in school, but there was no school. So collectively, the team decided, okay, we're not going to work on this project, even though we are being released for this, even though we were going to do it on Zoom. Because, you know, it's not fair that we should be working while everybody else has a day off. So, okay, so collectively we thought, great, we got a day off, awesome. So like another day off. And now we show up at school today, and I'm not too sure when y'all are gonna be seeing this, but at this point in time, half of the building has no power. Like, I'm lucky. This side of the school has power, but there's another side of the school that has zero power. You cannot teach. You cannot use smart boards. I don't want to say you can't do anything. You know, there are very different ways to make students work without resorting to technology. But when there's no light in a classroom, students find it very destabilizing. Case in point, last year we had, around the same time, I might add, we had an ice storm, and the building lost power as of noon, and it was chaos. So, do we want a repeat of that on a Friday? I don't know. Madame la Prof thinks that maybe it would be a good idea to not open the school, but you have to understand the principal has to follow certain protocols. A principal cannot just unilaterally decide, yeah, there's no school. There are procedures that need to be followed, and but I don't want to say what's working in our favor right now is that a lot of people in the neighborhood are out of power. You know, the power outages were numerous yesterday because we had a spring snowstorm, which, you know, when you think as a student or as a teacher, I'm going to get a snow day, what month do you usually think of? December, January, February, occasionally, and it has happened, March. I have experienced a few March mega snowstorms to end all snowstorms to literally clog up an entire highway. I mean, look it up. March 13th, I want to say 2016, but I might be wrong. Basically, there was so much snow on Highway 13 on the island of Montreal that people were stuck overnight on that highway. You know, so that's something you hear like maybe in the States, you know, where perhaps it's unexpected, they're not used to that. But this is Quebec. Like you don't have those things. So, you know, you don't think snowstorm in April. That's not something that is part of our collective consciousness. That, you know, when you think snowstorm, you think April. Now, my mom swears up and down that there was snow that fell, I want to say 1972, 1973. I can't remember her telling me. And it was in May. And I do remember May 2020, there were some flurries in early May. I want to say May 6th, May 8th. I do remember that. But nothing like with major accumulation. Now, yesterday it was, like I'm not going to start talking about climate change here, that's not my goal here. But it is exceptional. It's not the rule. It's not something that is a regular occurrence. Freaky weather is becoming a regular occurrence, but to have that much snow to cause power failures because the snow is so heavy, it's wet. And I saw somebody post something like snow as opposed to dry snow. You know, there are different snowflakes, and you know, some snowflakes like, it's light. I can push them with my shovel, and like, you know, it's almost like I'm sweeping the snow. Yesterday's snow, like that was a workout in itself. Yeah. So now what's going to happen? Because when, like from a teacher's point of view, I have basically a lesson plan that has been unused because yesterday was a snow day. So when I was prepping my next couple of weeks yesterday, because I had time on my hands, I'm basically going to take this and do this today. However, now that there's a possibility that we might not have school today, maybe, not sure, maybe, am I going to be behind, or do I just scrap this? And there were deadlines yesterday and today, and I want to respect the fact that it is quite possible that some students didn't have power yesterday. So to expect them to finish an assignment and to submit it on Google Classroom, no, I can't do that. That's cruel. That's mean. So I'm going to be a bit flexible in that respect, but am I going to have to scrap like my entire outline for the next 2-3 weeks? No, I'm just going to have to scrap some ideas. And I think those are some choices and decisions that you have to do as a teacher. Like you cannot stick by the book every single time. I mean, just logically and for your mental health, if you follow your outline so much that you're panicking when something deviates, there has to be some flexibility. There has to be some kind of you know, times like the next few weeks have been fully planned on my end. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to be sick. I don't know if I'm going to get a cold. I don't know if I'm going to get gastro. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there's going to be another school cold. I have no idea. So I have to be mindful of that. I have to keep that in mind when I'm planning this. And I'm going to be sharing that outline with my students. I'm going to say, look, this is what's on the menu for the next 7 weeks. And I'm going to tell them, if you think that we need to have like a day where, okay, let's just chill, let's just relax, let's just breathe, and you can ask questions, maybe I'll scrap one of my flexible days and you know, play it that way. So if today is another day off, yay! And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for my outline. I can figure something out. I just hope that others feel the same way and will look at this positively. And my phone just, like my wrist just buzzed, so I'm wondering if we got an email. All right, folks, stay safe. Have yourselves an awesome day.